Hey everyone, Hussein here, and welcome to another episode of the New Players Guide, where we have done quite a lot of things in the last episode. The introduction of 8, where we have our very first 8, Palmilla, which I have briefly explained the basics and how 8 can help you as a companion throughout your voyage. We also did then some maritime intermediate exam, allowing us to gain some levels from it. So we have done the intermediate for both of these. We're gonna save the advanced for later because right now I want to keep our total level below 50, so we are safer in hostile waters for now. It is also one strategy to explore the outside Europe more safely. We have also made some more money about it. We did, and most of these monies come from shipwreck route maps, which are pretty very valuable to do. So I do recommend to do often treasure maps that you can get from the archive. So we also received all the port permits, especially the ones outside Europe. So we may be able to do we can do the Imperial contract from Amsterdam. But before we do that, I think we're gonna visit the company colony, and we can also visit the company house. We happen to be in London, where the Ghost Division is located. And finally, we're gonna try to get Adventure 21, and I'm gonna try to show you how we can do some great diamond trading, which I hope we can write a Sambuk at that point. We also visited Oxford to have another storyline heard. Now, the question is, how to visit the company house. Before we even talk about company house, how to check the overall company information is you're gonna ask the company admin. And you can see here the members list. It shows the members that are currently online, or which members are part of the company. And you see I have a new sprout on my behind my name. Those are considered new members until the next cycle passes. Now, company information. This is the company information overall of the Ghost Division I'm in. You can see the company name is given here. Here you can see whether company is owning a company house or not, and if so, which company house they own. And they are specially appointed company, so they are basically rank 10, which you can see here, and you can see the perk that is given here. And this medal shows the top company they were last month, which is essentially if you are in top 20 in terms of contribution, you actually get a medal attached to the company. Here you can see the members info, the amount of members that they are, and you can by pointing the mouse you can see the amount of members that are required to keep the company alive, but also the required members to keep the company house. And here you can see the amount of favors required, which is at least 70k. Without that, the company could dissolve. The requirement is far met. Applicants is at 0. Whenever someone applies for the company, which I did with TT, they had applicant goes to 1 until the deputy or the director has accepted the company or not. You can see the introduction, and you can see the description, and the Discord server. They have their own Discord server, for instance. Retention info shows you the current contribution that the company has. The cap shows that is basically the minimum requirement that is needed to make sure that the company meets its maintenance. And the higher the company rank, you start actually with no rank at the company if you run your own one. Which is at 0, which is where the rank is at the minimum. And if you meet the amount of contribution, The cycle resets every 15 of the month at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And if you meet the requirement, you get the company performance star. It has yellow and red star. Yellow stars count as 1 performance and red star is 3 performance. Well, it's capped at 10, maximum of 30. Each 3 performance will allows the director to promote the company, allowing to have to even also potentially have a company house. Keep in mind, company houses are not always available, so even if you meet the contribution requirement, in capitals like London, Seville, Lisbon, etc., you can see the company house, all of them are taken. In the capital here, there are up to 20 company houses available. Once all of them are taken, no one can get it until one of the companies do not meet the requirement anymore. So you have to wait for a long time until you get in the company house in the first place. And without a company house, it is hard to promote your company. Here's a table of how it looks like and what you need in order to promote your company. And you have to keep in mind, each performance is increased by +1 per month. So ranking a company house takes a very long time. So be sure to make your decision conscious if you wish to run a company that you because grinding for a company house is very tedious. Here you can see the management, which I may make a separate scene for that because I cannot do much here, but I have here an option to withdraw, which I'm not gonna do. Here it shows the Namibia liner, which we're gonna talk about later, because we cannot use this at the moment because we don't have port permit of East Asia. And then if you want to go to the company house, you can go by clicking here. And we are inside the company house. We're gonna first go outside, and you can see the company house, and the number is shown here. The other numbers are company house from other companies. In the capital, the company house is not shown when you zoom in the map, but if you look at the map right below here, you see the white lines here, which represents the company houses that are here. And by looking what company number house your company house, you can visit them. Now we go inside. This is how it looks like. It has a company secretary. I would say this one is very cozy. And you have here the secretary, and you can check here everything. You have the option to bank. You have the option to fold. You can have a drink with them, like the Actors Tavern. Like, it has a lot of functions. Here you can view the other companies again. So aside from the company admin, you can actually purchase also items from the company shop here. And you can exhibit also your own items to sell at the company shop. So here you can exhibit some trade goods or items that you want to sell, for instance. So let's say you can also buy, or buy is basically searching for the current company items that people are from our company are selling. You can do also production in London in a company house. These productions lists are only available if you have a company rank 7 or higher. So in order to use this, and this again, the members, there's company information. Company shared storage is a storage where people can share put items in it, and every member that has access to it has a purple chest being shown here. You can see the authority holders. That is often granted by the director. They can decide who can use or not, which is for mine not the case, but it's coincidence. And what the nice thing about this is it has a lot of player stuff you can store in, money as well, maximum of 2 mil. And you can check the history, who has withdrawn, who has put everything inside. So this is a nice feature that they have added much later into the game, allowing you to tell who has used the company storage, for instance. So if I put something here, for instance, inside the company storage, my name will show up here. And everyone else can view this when they check the company storage. And then what else? Oh yeah, I want to show you how to exhibit. So let's say I want to exhibit this, and I'm gonna put only 10,000 ducats for that, so I don't have to throw it away. And then we have here some clay, which I don't know who else uses clay, but let's say I don't know the value exactly of them, so I'm gonna also put a simple price tag for that. And you can see the fee is 5% of the all sold items that is shown here. So, and let's see, what else can we put for sale? Yeah, I think that is pretty much it. I don't see what else to add at this point, so maybe some gem processing toolkit. You're gonna put this 5, and you're gonna say these can go up to 1.5 mil to 3 mil, so it's quite a lot. And I'm gonna put it for 1 mil each. But we cannot do that, so we're gonna have to sell for I'm gonna put 1 in it. 1 for 1 million. So this is a VB appearing, this is what we put in. And now with this we have exhibited in the company shop, and our items should show up as well. On the consumable, this is the clay. Well, if I'm gonna buy it, I'm gonna buy my own items basically. So this is all items that the company members has exhibited. One important note, a very important note about this, and I'm not sure if that still takes place, but if you leave the company, before you do that, or before someone kicks you if you have offended something in the company, be sure to take your items out, or that tell the other person to take your items out, that you want to take items out first, because if you get out of the company while you have items exhibited, these items are lost essentially, which has many tragedies happening before in Gamma. So I warn you players to always check your exhibited goods before you leave the company. And as for anyone that is directly in the company, if you're gonna decide to move your company from to another place, be sure to warn your members beforehand, because every member that has exhibited items will lose it. I'm not sure about the company's shared storage, how well that will be affected. I will put the notes in the description what can happen with the shared company storage. So that is one final thing I want to say. Oh yes, you have the option to move the company. I have, let's say, I am as a Dutch player, I can start the company in Amsterdam. And we have a company house, because there have to be a company house free. Oh yeah, for the capitals you need to be their nation in order to run a company, except for Genoa, which I have mentioned in the first episode. Alexandria you have to be Ottoman, same for Istanbul. Calicut and Tunis and Athens are allied ports where you don't need to have a specific nation to open a company. You need 54 military at least at the maximum, or less if you have a court rank or social ability. 1 million ducats, and you need 50 diskeys if you do it in Ottoman area. But let's say we have a company here, and I feel like after a few months I don't like this place, I wish to move our company, there will be a company move button showing up, especially the company admin. If you decide to, let's say I want to move from Amsterdam to Tunis, which we can do. However, keep in mind again that everyone that exhibits the item will be lost, and you also lose the company house that you had on your port. But what many believe that you can also lose your performance, this is not true. I have actually moved my company of my main characters from Tunis to Calicut before to unlock a specific recipe, and all we lost was our company house only. Our performance stayed. So the moment that your performance stays, if you meet the contribution again, you get the company house on that new port again, and you can rank it up where it was. So your company performance, they are staying permanent, just so you know. Also, the company house can be lost if you don't meet the requirement twice with the contribution each month. So if you fail the first time, you get a warning. The company house shows in red here then. And if you do not meet again, your company house is lost until you regain it, or if there is space for the company house. Capitals can have up to 20 company houses. Allied ports such as Tunis, Athens, Calicut, and Alexandria, I believe, is only 10. I will correct that in case I got something wrong about it under the notes. And you have also company colony. You have company colony in East Coast America. Some of those landings here have actually company colonies that you can visit or create. A company colony is a topic in itself that is very complex to talk about it, so I'm not gonna dive too deep about it. But know that when you join a company, they have a colony, and Ghost Division is here, which we're gonna pay a visit. You can register multiple company colonies from other companies as well, which I will show later. But that is how the company system basically, essentially works. So you have the members, you have the deputy with this ballerina that's given in yellow, and you have fields. Deputies has an extra power that they can accept or decline application. They can also affect the aid fleet that people can participate. Like you can actually do it from here. There are some rights here as well. I will show here's the table of the rights they have, and the actor has all the rights here, and they have an option to manage everything here, and they are also the only ones that can remove company members from the company, aka guild, if you call it from a different online game perspective. Also, one important note before we drop this topic: there is also a threshold to how long you can be inactive. Like, it doesn't show how long someone is active here, unlike some other games. But however, keep in mind, if you are any member that is about 90 days inactive or longer, the game maintenance, after the game maintenance passes, all the members that are longer than 90 days inactive will be booted automatically. Not by the director or something, but the game itself will boot them out. And for the director, this rule is much more strict. Directors can be only inactive up to 30 days. So if you become inactive as a director up to 30 days, I'm not sure if you get booted, but you will at least get demoted away from your director, and one of the deputies, the oldest one, will take it over. So keep in mind those are also things to consider. So if you join a company and you have, for instance, a real life where you have to go somewhere in case to visit a family, or you have to go to a business trip, make sure to have something or have something at least prepared so you don't get automatically booted out from the company. So yeah, that's quite a topic we have covered. we're gonna go to the shipyard and get a third sail mast, because I believe the Sambuk has an extra sail mast, unlike yeah, that's 3 sail masts we can carry with us. And we're gonna have a large boot. To add more sail power for our ship. Although it's not by that much actually. Oh yeah, we have a quest that will lead us to Africa. As well. We're on to Plymouth, I want to Sagres first, but it will bring us to Africa inevitably. So we have done okay, we only have to do distance sailing. Let's go! Let's get some European armor. Oh, beer is also pretty cheap. Beer, European armor. Wait, can we actually learn luxury trading? No, not yet. Alcohol trading is a bit too low. Here we are at Plymouth. West from the town, huh? Let's purchase something for the market keeper while we can. Oh, it's that close. GG's, I guess. Now, these color skills are much better than I thought. It does prevent a certain degree of assailment. Oh, nice! Our 8 went level up. You can see that normally we don't need so much XP acquired when we level our adventure cell, but as I've stated, 8 requires 10 times XP to level up. Now, let's sell our goodies. Not the best prices, but wait, we can actually maybe sell it in Africa port. Let's do that instead. The question is, who do we talk to in the Sagres? Aha, the traveler. Whoa! Sofala? Bruh, that's so far away. Well, I guess we're gonna spend a lot of time exploring Africa, ladies and gentlemen. Like, that's a whole distance. If you, for those who wonder, this place is essentially here somewhere, so it's gonna be very long sailing. We're gonna visit Seville first, because it's something I wish to show. I'm gonna give this gift data some special items, which I know many new players will not access it, but it's just purely cosmetic, and so it doesn't help me in any way, shape or form. Now let's take another quest maybe, perhaps, but first let's report our current one. Not much to give though. Now we have to be careful not to overspend now. You have not much money left. That's an interesting name. I see that. I'm ship ticket holder. Okay, not much special. We're gonna chart Canary, open sea. I didn't need those. Okay, so there are two things that you're gonna do. We're gonna interact with my other character, DC, and you can check all those people character information here. What I did to applying Ghost Vision. Now you can check the onions she's part of, and I can also see, for instance, all the information that she has. She has Culture Max, she has no Royal Fleet, Mentor Points. And you have company entry requests, but we cannot do that because we are only part of the company. But there is also just a colony. When you adjust a colony, you can visit the company colony. It is also an Icelandic colony that is on my main character. And by doing so, we will have another company open colony. We have basically the same location, so there are two options we have to visit. You can see the ship information, you can see also the aid, and you can also see what for ship aid they are transportation they are using. You can invite for a fleet, change, tell, or present a request. Now we're gonna trade. I'm gonna show you how trading works. Let me trade Tate with DC. When someone tries to trade you, a bell notification shows up on the right. You click on it, and we accept the trade. The trade has at least two steps when you trade with another player. The first one is to offer. So I have, for instance, nothing to offer. So you put an offer. Offer is made. The other party is still in offering phase, so DC has to offer some. I'm gonna offer the two special tools. And with these two steps, you can see we are at step 2. You can now see on both sides how much money they offer, what items they offer. You can double check. And if both parties confirm, like I have confirmed on DC, and now I can confirm to TT. And we have received 2 items. The hairdressing tool 6 is showing, which is mostly from cash shop, but you can actually get it from certain events too, or such. There is actually a list of what type of hairstyle you get from those tools, and you're gonna select this. Oh, we have to actually unequip. So the hairstyle, the one that is selected shows the current one you have, and if you select the one, that is what kind of hairstyle you got from using this tool. I'll put a link in the description of the type of hairstyles you get of those male or female hairdressing tools. Now we have done that, and you can see our hairstyle changed. That is how you can change your hairstyle always. You have premium tools, but also normal tools you can change your hairstyle with. And those tools, if I'm not mistaken, are obtained from Academy, the beta chest, but there may be more items that they can be obtained. Hairdress tool, you have normal dice, you have also special dice that gives unique colors, and you have the famous hairdress dice, which is usually coming also from the cash shop. However, you can also get it from certain events and such, and you can buy it from another player as well. Now, famous hairdress die has something special compared to other hair dye colors that we have seen. When you use this, you will get a special interface, and it's kind of hard to see the color. You can check close up with your character. So the famous hairdress dye allows you to customize your entire hair color. You can check here the color type. You can check the vividness here, and you can check the brightness here, and you can check the colors by swapping from left to the right, but it is hard to see, so we have to increase our vividness, and by doing the vividness the color becomes more visible. So this goes from red to yellow to green to blue all the way to purple to red again. Vividness is basically the color that how strong the color font is of your hair, and brightness is how bright the hair should be, like at the brightest or at the darkest. If it is all vivid and dark, it will have a black hair basically, regardless of the color. This can take, for some people that cares about beauty, hours to make a choice of, but I'm gonna be more simplistic here, so I think not much will change. Not much will change actually. Okay, Theresa's hair is about almost resembles a style from Honkai Impact. No, not much has changed, but we have managed to use our famous hairstyle, and now we have a unique type of hair color that we are using now. So that's how it essentially works with the famous hairstyle. Oh wait, we cannot read archives. We have... I totally forgot, we almost broken. Oh, nice, 100 discovery reached. So as you can see, when we are about to enter the hostile waters, enemies are getting stronger too. Now we're in hostile waters. Canary is usually pretty crowded, but currently we are alone. Alright, let's visit Las Palmas, and after we are there, there's an example I will show you what will happen if someone tries to attack me. I'll use my other character as a demonstration. What will happen if I try to attack someone where the levels are too low to be attacked? Oh, they have calls, nice. But I'm not gonna buy anything here. Alright, so I will put an example what will happen if we try to attack our new character. Gonna try to swap from screen. Let me see. Okay, so in hostile waters, whenever you interact with a player in sea, you will also have an option that a sword will appear. So for instance, you are able to attack other players, but something will, because he is low level, protection will happen. Oh. Never mind, I cannot do it with... Okay, I cannot do the demonstration yet. I forgot with Royal Fleet you cannot attack. We are not able to do it. That's another good thing to note. Oh, surveying skill is rank 5. Nice. Oh wow, someone at a very low level is actually entering the hostile waters. But that person is safe due its level. Ah, the figurehead managed to protect us. Now we have no way to deal with the disaster, so we probably will lose half of our crew at this point when entering the port. Oh yeah, just for the note, in Africa, ports, Caribbean, and even in Latin America, etc. In warmer places, the water supply consumption is in ratio higher than usual. Just so you know. So we're gonna spend mostly just in CA being AFK a bit because we had spent like 8 more days, so we'll flash forward the Alright, charting should be finished, just one more day spending in the sea. Another chart finished. Almost 1000 XP. Whoosh! It's gonna be insane. Now we do the Green Ghost. We definitely will get some few adventure level because of this. Now we are in Africa region. Now we have Cabo Verde. Let's fill our figure. We're almost there to able to use the Sambuk. The soundtrack in Africa here in View Theresa for the first time, I bet some of you may laugh at. Fortunately, it's I'm using a background music while recording from a different Uncharted Waters series. Or I might play it as I am editing the video, who knows. Ooh, Alright, level has gone up. Nice so far. Sweet. After about 10 episodes later, we have finally the adventure level requirement to use our Sambuk. So, yeah, met Abidjan. Let's discover the port first. Might as well recover our figure. Yep, I'm drunk again. I figured they even sell. Oh, they sell even gold here. Although it's pretty pricey. Now we can refit the Sambuk if we can. No, there's only one option. At least we have now way more cargo hold. Great, it is much better, although the turn speed is somewhat worse. But we can live with that. That's a funny name there. Oh, storm is passing. Wow, okay, it's kind of funny how a ship changed from direction each time. Here we are at St. George. It is also the port where you can report quests or get some food from the clerk. Oh, only one more day at Gold Coast, I forgot. Whoa, gold is almost doubled here. Okay, not much to find here. Didn't saw that coming. Nice, and now discovery. Oh yeah, this port also sells lumber. You know, also too, you get Africa ports covered. I have to say, Gavin looks very awesome actually. It's, for a new port they have actually really nailed it. I kinda like the appearance of this area. We have to actually defeat some NPCs in order to progress. Some fire shot always nice. Ooh! We definitely have to save these. We have a trade with in our pocket. Alright, time to bully some NPCs here. Ouch, that was a very hard crit shot. What the hell, those repairs? They are rank 20 repair. Now only fishing left. Man, those 8 appreciation letters truly helped out. Ah, right, ambush. Whoa, what is this? Whoa, whoa, whoa! I broke the game? Okay, we have to halt recording because something is wrong. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, something went wrong. After the battle, things were really being glitched. I don't know how. Nice, land charting. I mean, this charting is finished. Ooh, nice. Now, the next one is Namibia. So we arrived in Namibia. Oh snap, I realized I am out of lumber. I have to make sure to resupply for it. Ah, the first spot is near St. Helena. Oh, I don't like this. I mean, this is a mandatory thing, but I think this one is at least quick to do. At least I'm happy we can just finally use the Sambuk. Oh! Nice, it's in an area where I'm about to port. Oh wow, wait, a tuna? That was very unexpected. No, 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 no. You ate my cheese, mousies. No one touched my cheese. Ah, Benguela, here we are. Ooh, almost adventure up. And the fame, holy smokes. Oh, Koal sells at a profit here. Let's see. Wow, it has almost nothing. Well, Reapers. Let's go. Oh, Barmella is leveling up pretty fast. Jeez. As you can see, as you gain more level, more skills are starting to get revealed. Well, it's still a question mark, but it will show up as more levels are getting gained with her. Wow, this one is demanding us to fish all the time. Oh yeah, what you can see by the way is magnetic anomaly, ladies and gentlemen. It's a disaster that as you can see the compass is shaking, meaning you cannot tell what direction you're going under this state. That is why surveying skill is very important, because even if your compass doesn't function anymore, you can at least still see where you're going with the surveying skill. This disaster happens in specific areas often, as far as I know, but make sure to have surveying skill with you here. My fishies! We have... Oh, another player. Nice. Bruh, too many rats. Did I left too much cheese in my ship? Alright, you're gonna stop here for a while until all the fish are done. Finally. Whoa, over 1k XP now and level 22. GG's. Now this will be the last secret chart, then we're gonna continue with the quest. Ooh. Oh, that's only a few diamonds. Jeez. I will say it is maybe the best profit out there. Maybe Cape Town does it better. Now the enemies here are here much stronger, so we have to be a bit careful not to get assailed by them. Now, Cape Town, the port, this one has also quest mediators available. Nice, a new folklore. Nah, my cultural rank is too low. Like most quests has 5-star difficulty and I need to rank 5 cultural contribution for that, so I cannot take that quest. Let's go! I've enough charting for now. At least we managed to get the whole West Africa, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, let's do the quest and then head back to Europe. This recording is really overdue. I'm gonna use one of these sooner when we head back. Now Natal is a port known for selling platinum. East Africa specialty, but I doubt we have it visible for us. Yeah, we need investment for that. finally at the quest destination. Holy smokes. West of Sofala. But if I'm not mistaken, isn't barley marked as a trade good right now? No, it's not those. I thought it was, but I was wrong. Oh, it's a landing. So, piece of advice, if you don't have a good ship yet to travel fast, yeah, do not take quests that takes you this far away. I have actually shown an example what kind of risky move this was. Now, when it comes to also visiting hostile waters, the landing points enemies are much stronger than the ones we have seen in Europe, so we have to be cautious here. Oh, the adventure speed is definitely not so bad, but this sure took a while. Oh yeah, we can actually use this to change our skin color too, by the way. But yeah, we can do that later. We're gonna visit one more port, then we're gonna head back to Europe. Wow, nice time for Frigility to go up. And we have discovery of this new East Africa port as well. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, time to head back safely. Now booster is activated. It isn't that much, it should help. So you can find the special item effect, by the way, here, and the boost is given, and the time is, my time's only given how long it lasts. I'll talk about boosters more, that you can actually get from challenge mission or even from treasure chests later on. Oh, we have our first pirate here, and so one of our... It's also the person I know. But because our levels went low, we are safe either way. As you can see, this is often a trade route that people used to go from Africa to Asia or India. And we see a pirate chasing after them. Well, Canary open sea is sure busy. No water supply, so the crews are thirsty. Oh yeah, just a thing to add. You can message people through tell message. That is basically a private message you can see. You can send a message, and if you want to check the history of who you have sent message or who has sent you a message recently, you can click here on, and you can see the person recently messaging you. A reminder again how private message works. That was pretty close. We survived, and that's a lot of XP we have gained from traveling. 40 days, jeez. Aha, Wetland Rice is also a very good category. Yeah, Amsterdam is... Okay, some we can sell in Antwerp and some we can sell in Amsterdam. Maybe it's even better in Rotterdam, we can check. Nice, that's also some nice trade XP gained. Now let's sell the diamonds. Alright, let's sell the rest here. Well, that's a lot of, quite a lot of money. So we actually did a trade good. And it seems that the Great Bark Gala was one of them. These switches each to 6 to 9 days, and in each area they inform which trade goods are on demand. You can mostly get for collection, but some of them can be purchased from other areas. And we're gonna talk more about in the next episode about this matter, because rare trade goods will be very important. That money back, and I think for the next episode we're gonna try to make way more money in a way that we can actually purchase a quarter at some point. But ladies and gentlemen, this episode was very long overdue. This may be one of the longest episodes and one of the most consuming video that I've ever made, so I apologize if this was a very long trip, but I hope I could cover a lot of it. I mean, we have charted the whole West Africa, so it was an overall worth it. Thank you everyone for watching, and I will see you all in the next episode. Cheers!